Start. Sir, this is a bill which naturally commands itself for acceptance by all right thinking men. The principle of recall is one of the fundamental principles of unfettered democracy, and it has been explained by facts and figures by the honorable mover of this bill that this principle should be incorporated in the constitution of our country. He has not expressed any hurry, so he has said that he is prepared to accept the verdict of the people and this bill be circulated for eliciting public opinion. As far as public opinion is concerned, we know that it is predominantly in favor of such an article being incorporated in our constitution because the public think that they are the masters of the land. But unfortunately, owing to certain constitutional difficulties, they do not have their say in matters of importance. Sir, our constitution naturally is not the final word in constitution thinking or constitution making. We are all familiar with the circumstances in which this constitution was framed, and when we talk about the framers of the constitution, we do not have certain abstract personalities or ideas in our mind. We had a definite set of circumstances and a definite set of individuals who took upon themselves the framing of what is called the Indian Constitution today. In the course of 5 years of the working of this constitution, it has been found necessary, maybe for different reasons, that this constitution had to be amended and changed. From the press, it appears that even the government of India now is thinking of amending Article 31. Therefore, experience goes to show that this constitution has got to be altered and changed, and so here is a bill the provision of which should find a place in the form of fundamental law as an article in the constitution. Sir, we have heard the speeches made from the Congress party. I can understand their anxiety when we bring up this measure because if the provision for recall had been there in the constitution, the Congress benches would have been denuded of many honorable gentlemen who sit there today. The Treasury benches would have been by now emptied if the provision of this article was there. We know all this thing, and it is quite understandable why these gentlemen, the great gentlemen who go by the Preventive Detention Act, are opposing this measure full stop.